Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the roads outside were pretty badly clogged, but I think most of the traffic issues have been settled, and indeed, I think most people have now got through the turnstiles and are well covered up against the elements, whatever they may throw at us over the next hour or two. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Nicely controlled. That's a decent ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Over to the left. He gets past his man. Up he gets! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Forward it goes. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. No goals as yet. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Ball's out on the left now. There's no flag. And the half-time whistle goes. So now the team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. How would you review the first half?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we're off again. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Well weighted. Up to meet it! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
And it's played forward. He's gone for it! It's in! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind: when the going gets tough, etc.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. And back to base.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Plays it out to the wing. Has it out wide now. Can he deliver?
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Decent enough try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
And that's it. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all. Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The weathermen rarely get it wrong, and they have warned us that there is rain on its way. Shouldn't be bad enough in any sense meaningfully to impact on the game of football, but it is a factor to be taken into consideration. Plenty of other factors, of course, principally each side's concern for the strengths of the other. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
As you can see, we've already started here. And it's played forward. That's been drilled forward. Forward it goes. And that's been levered clear. And the weighted pass. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Finds himself eased off the ball.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Well weighted. And he's onside. Oh, nice touch. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. It's on a plate. Gorgeous control there. Dashing forward at pace. Tries lifting it over. Chance! Goal! A goal and a really telling moment. Now, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. It's always going to be the keepers. And the first 45 minutes are up. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Oh, that's nice. Team still separated by the game's only goal. What an adventurous run from a defender. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's made sure that that won't get through. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Gets it into the middle.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Lovely bit of skill. He's gone for it! He scored! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, some fans are already on their way out, so that to me says everything, Peter.
And that will be the final act. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, we saw some textbook football from wide areas that continued to produce expansive attacking play that was ultimately too hard to handle. They were simply too good in the wide areas. And if that wasn't hard enough for the opposition, the link-up play...
Hello, good afternoon to one and all. Like you, we are very much ready to go here and looking forward to a game that has been the topic for universal conversation in this part of the world for much of the last few days. It's dry at the moment, but the forecasters have warned us of impending rain. There's no certainty about that, but when it does come, it shouldn't affect the dynamics of a match which has so much riding on it. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout with today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. And 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
And already we're underway here. Nicely controlled. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Well, that's where he wants it. And here's the chance to counter.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, that's brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Oh, that is a bit special. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
And the finish! And in it goes! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Plays it out to the flank. And he's there to cut it out. Looking to hit the front line. Goes long. Can he find a finish now? Goes for the cross, up to meet it! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
reached half-time. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half. But the score at half-time is 1-1. Well, the action has already resumed here. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Better control, and he would have had a selection of options.
Hoists it forward. Drives it towards the front. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And it's played forward. Lovely feet. And the counter is on. It could be in here. Oh, what a ball. Shoots! And yes, it's there! And the comeback is complete.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Played out to the right. In it comes. Gets up to head it! And that would have won it.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Just a few more moments for them to hang on.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, they approach this with a very definite game plan, and I think to a large extent they remain true to that, and we can give the manager a big pat on the back.
Before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon. Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
Well, we're underway. Tries to locate someone up front. And it's played forward. Breaks on here. And the finish! Oh, nice touch. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, that's neat. Time to deliver. Great leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Forward it goes. And that is as far as they're going to go. Neither side yet able to find the net. Just brushed off the ball there. Looking to break out here. Gets away from his opponent. Driving on, a real charge here. It's gone for a throw-in. Gets into some space. Played into... Has a hit! Not this time.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Well, that's where he wants it. And that's been levered clear. Cuts it out. It's a loose ball. And we hit half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So off we go once more.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Played into space out wide. Goalkeeper's ball. And it's been taken straight back. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. And he has been fouled there. sticks in a foot to win it back. Decent looking ball. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
He's got it, and he's got time. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Into the channel. Oh, sweet feet. Ball's loose, who's getting there?
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Goes for it! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the cards. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon.